So those who tuned in, some guy's going absolutely fit crazy over something, right? He's going crazy about it, and I don't know what's going on really, to be honest. But yeah, this guy's not happy bunny with something. I'm not quite sure what it is. He's very cross and screaming and shouting, and I don't know what's going on. Hey, hi, Joe Public. Been a while. So, Joe, yeah, this guy's been going absolutely spaz at everything. I don't know what happened, but he's not happy. It's more of a welfare check. I think he's crying in the car and stuff. So, that's what's happening, Joe Public. And the police, let's see if they fuck it up, as they usually do. So far, they've been professional, but you know, with the police, they'll say or do something that will wind it up. We'll find out if they do or not. But I'm not very optimistic about them. But this guy seems to have maybe autism or something. Hopefully they treat him all right, and he's having a bit of a fit about something. I'll let him go. No situation can be made worse until the police turn up. That's so true, Joe Public, isn't it? It really is. I've seen that firsthand. You know, the guy's originally peaceful, and then they just say something to wind them up. I mean, they have this hack of just winding people up or making the situation worse. They're very good at it. The police are not good at much, but that's one thing they're actually very good at. But in this case, so far, they've done everything right. Maybe because they noticed the camera early on. It could have something to do with it. And they're probably scared of him too, because he's really proper like autistic rage. So he's probably got extra Let me just try and do the stabilizer, because when I'm zooming in, the stabilizing goes absolutely crazy wonky. Unfortunately, wonky's gonna be, yeah, because you are filming. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, otherwise they'll probably have pepper sprayed him and cuffed him by now, probably. Let's be honest. Unfortunately, you're going to have some shaky footage, because I can never keep zooming in still. But yeah, Joe, they're being quite professional again, because the camera makes them very professional. It really does. We good now, yeah, he says. Yeah, this guy was having an absolute fit about something. I don't even know why, but he was having a proper fit. It was something else. It really was. Crying to himself in the car and stuff, and then so it's a welfare check, this, rather than a criminal one. You can tell they're dying to go. They just want to go, don't they? Doesn't matter about the footage, as long as they know you're being filmed, it helps. Hopefully they don't arrest him and do bad things to police. Yeah, I think at the moment, you see there, they're having a little hug. I don't think that's going to happen. He's now saying, "Oh, I respect you," and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, he's not going to get arrested, is he? But it could have been so different. Joe, can't it? As you know yourself, how things can escalate with the police. You know, he gave them a hug there. I'm surprised they didn't arrest him for assault. You know what I mean? You know, knowing them, you know. So they just talked to him. Assault on police proved in the same area. Yeah. Unbelievable, isn't it, really? Some of them are crazy, man. I know one very corrupt police officer. He's now a senior rank. And he's as corrupt as they can be. Unbelievable. Something now about CCTV or something. Yeah. You alright? Huh? Yeah, thanks, cool, yeah. Is he alright, yeah?
Just seeing what's happening, yeah?
Yeah, just seeing if he's alright, if he's super.
Just checking what it is.
Alright.
I saw you've been over for a while, so okay?
Alright.
You're nothing to do with it?
Nothing to this guy, no, not at all. That's a little interaction there. They always ask you if you're alright. You know. So he's still in the car, just... Oh, this guy, I don't know what the hell happened. He had a fit. Yeah, Joe. So Joe Public, just for those watching, you can comment on the live feed. Joe Public says he couldn't think of anything to escalate you with filming. Yep, that's the thing. I mean, even when the police are polite, you know deep down there's something, you know, as Joe says, it's true. It's so true, you know, that they're always after something, you know. Trust Count Dracula before you trust the police. The body cams have gone on. They make a very beep beep sound when they turn them on. So I'm not sure what's going on now. Don't know if they're waiting for... I mean, he is in danger, really. I mean, I don't know if they'll use this on him, but the Mental Health Act, you never know. They could use that on him, and then it's like, I hate being cynical, but you live and learn. That's what Joe Public just said, and he's dead on. I'll be honest, Joe Public, the more I believe the more cynical you are, the better, especially with police, but with everybody, really, innit? You know, healthily cynical is always the way, isn't it? Because you know, you can get tripped up in webs that you don't want to be tripped up in if you're too trusting and all the rest of it. So I think they had a little bit of discussion of so again I hear the body cam noise. Just ask Joe, how's the sound? Can you pick up what they're saying at all? Because I can hear them, but I don't know if let's see what happens now. I mean, I don't know what's going on really. It's a weird one, Joe. It's not bad. I'm out walking with the traffic right next to me, so hard to tell. Oh, thanks, Joe. Thanks for the answer. Yeah, I might get up close in a minute. So anyway, Joe, I'm just ask you a question. Is how are you getting on? Because I know you had obviously a CBO, very unfairly, by the way, for the viewers. Check out Joe Public UK's channel. He's had awful dealings with the police. He's got basically, they gave him a terrible thing, a CBO, criminal behaviour order that he didn't deserve, stopping him from basically filming anything in public. Treated worse than a terrorist. You know, so I don't know if he's still got that over him or not, because I used to like his videos. I actually used to watch his videos in the early days. And unfortunately, the man can't, or maybe it's changed, but for a long time he couldn't film at all. It's, yeah, I think it was Essex Police, if I'm right. Treated him very badly. I might actually go do some audits in Essex for you one day, mate, maybe. But yeah, they're awful, the way they treated you, and so they're still just talking, or, you know, about nothing. Oh, someone might be getting El Nicky Wiki. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. That's not a good sign, Joe Public. Someone is, the CBO ended, but they have just carried on and on with court bail conditions, saying the same thing. That's terrible, Joe. They just won't, they really don't want you filming again, do they? But this looks pretty bad now. I have a feeling that this guy is being detained, I reckon. I'm guessing under the Mental Health Act. So this is quite an ugly unfold situation for the man. Because the ambulance is here, the extra police are here. So that means, I think, he's going to be detained under the Mental Health Act. Which is not going to be fun for him. I've never been detained under that, but I'm sure that it's worse than being just normally arrested, I'm guessing. Oh dear. Well, I hope that doesn't happen to him. I hope he... I saw it coming, mate, Joe Public says. I saw it coming, mate, and before body cams went on. Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, when they start putting the body cams on, you know something's going down, don't you? Yep. He is, it's not going to be pretty, I'll tell you that now. It's not a pretty thing, I'm guessing. Again, I've never been detained under the Mental Health Act. I'm guessing, bloody hell, he's probably going to get restraints on him and stuff. And God love him. I mean, you have to feel sorry for that. I hope he calms down and they just let him go, but I think once they make their decision, they'll just stick with it, won't they? It's easier to stick with it. and they're not reasonable, as Joe Public says. They're not the reasonablest people in the world. So, they've got them, and they're managing to get them to go peacefully, so it's not kicking off. So they've tricked him. They're just saying, don't worry about it, it's all going to be fine. But to be honest, it's not going to be fine, is it? It's not going to be fine. I don't know what they do to these guys, but I'm guessing they take them to the mental hospital. They probably strain them somehow and force them God knows how many different drugs. I mean, it's not going to be pretty. And I'm honestly I hope that doesn't happen to him. Just believe it or not, as an alter, even though it brings in views, I don't want to just see people getting the bad end of the stick of the law. It's nice to see people actually getting off of things. But this guy at the moment looks like something's going to go down. So, Joe Public, what do you think is going to happen? I know you've already said, but do you think that's still going to happen? We'll find out, obviously. My Zoom, I find it hard to get my Zoom sorted. Oh, God, I hate that. Okay, so now I said to him, you make everything go easy, thanks, or something like that. That's a police officer. If it wasn't for you being there, probably no ambulance, just arrested him. Joe Public, you could be right. Yeah, they're probably doing everything by the book, aren't they? They're probably doing everything by the book because someone's filming. Yeah, whenever someone's filming, they do things by the book. I mean, yesterday I was filming a protest, and I noticed when they noticed me, the professionalism of the camera, their professionalism was very good. Because weirdly enough, yesterday at the protest, no one else was filming. I came along and started filming. It was bizarre. I don't know why nobody was filming. Usually everyone films, but I saw no one else film. But when I started filming, you just saw like the speech, the way they were speaking to people was a bit better and stuff. It was funny. But it shouldn't have to be like that, should it? It should be professional by default. But there you go. Okay, that's not a good sign. They're going to help you. I mean, that's usually a sign. We think you're nuts. You're going to go away and bye-bye. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is, he doesn't realise, but he will. He will do. You know what I mean? If he doesn't realise now, he will do. Oh dear. So I don't know if that's his car. That's going to get impounded. And that's going to be very expensive to get back, if he gets it back at all. And awful because he's crying really heavily in the car. I believe, before I filmed, I heard something about a girl. So some girl, obviously he's upset with. So, oh dear, oh dear. Best Joe Public, best outcome is hospital, not police station. Do you think so, Joe? I mean, I don't know what the mental hospitals are like, but yeah, I mean, they probably do treat you better there than the police station, yeah. But yeah, that's true. But then the only problem is, I mean, how long he'll be detained there. At least the police station, you're about the next morning. But at least in the hospital, you don't get nutters looking over you. Which is the irony, isn't it? They detain people under the Mental Health Act, but really, a lot of them are very mentally unwell. So two ambulance ladies are soothing him. I mean, maybe they'll just talk to him for a bit and then he'll go. He can get a bicycle. Let's go. Hello, thanks for the channel. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Let's go. So let's go. If you've just tuned in, the guy was crying very heavily in his car about a woman. The police came. He's very hysterical, and me and Joe Public believe it could be a Mental Health Act outcome, but we don't know yet. Ambulances come, extra police, and obviously an arrest detain van. So it could go bad, or they may just talk to him a bit and say, you know what, don't worry about it, just go. He should just say, so Joe Public says he should just say it's a prank and hope they believe him. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Unfortunately, he gave an Oscar-winning performance if it was a prank. So I don't know. Even the police ain't that stupid, although they're very stupid. But yeah, Joe, I mean, you should at least give that a go, like you said. Because, you know, the problem is as well, I don't know what the consequences are of being detained afterwards or under the Mental Health Act. I don't know whether you're always on their system or not. I don't know. So he could have future consequences as well, you know. Let's Go says he could get someone that he knows to drive him home. Yeah, I mean, he should try and suggest that to them now. But like I said, with the police, once they make a decision, they're usually stubborn tossers about it, you know. Oh dear. So he's going away into the van, actually. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, he's going in the back of the ambulance. So. Yeah. You can tell the police just want him gone, don't you? You can tell they just want him gone. They were actually scared of him at first because they weren't very forceful with him. And they're having a little schmuck there. Joe Public says ambulance crews are like police bombs, unfortunately. Yeah, they take direction from them sometimes and they know them very well, and yeah, there's some truth there. Let's Go says Ginger chill, well. Sorry for any Ginger followers. That's not my opinion, but yeah, he's got great locks of ginger hair, I must say. He's grown his hair real long, and it's, you know, he's got good hair. Unfortunately, though, I don't know if the mental hospitals still shave people's heads, all their hair off to put the. Oh no, they don't do electric shock treatment anymore, do they? I don't think. Oh dear. But it might not happen. Look, he may actually be getting a... He may be getting... They may let him go. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on here. I must admit, I don't know what's going on. Because he's not going in the back, so he's obviously gone for a little chat with these ambulance ladies. Let's Go says, have a great night. Well, thanks, Let's Go. Thanks for watching, mate. Please stick around. Oh, dear. So they're having a chat as they usually do. Oh, God, they can chat for hours. Like, usually you find the police, they attend an incident, deal with the incident. The incident could take something like 20 minutes. And then they take literally hours standing around talking about it afterwards. And I'm not joking, like hours. It's quite crazy, really. I've noticed that a lot. Filming the police, they he gave me a little wave. They like to give cameramen waves every now and again. They like to do that. I don't wave back, you know. It's not a friendly cause. I'm not their friends. I only wave to friends and pretty ladies. And having a chat. So they do that all the time. They instant can take 20 minutes, and the talking and aftermath can take hours. I mean, it's crazy. Oh, right, okay. The police van has gone, so he ain't getting arrested to the police station. That's for sure. So I don't think the ambulance would take him away if he's been detained under the Mental Health Act. I think, unless the police officer goes with him in the ambulance as part of the detainment. But, well, that's a good sign for him. The police van's gone. So he's not going to get bunged in the police wagon, which is good news for him so far. But again, we'll have to see what's going to happen. He may, if he's lucky, just be going off to hospital, checked over, let go, or go to hospital, and he could then be detained still there. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. But He was having a mental fit. Anyway, that's what he was having. Yeah, if you're gonna have a mental fit, don't do it in public. It's my advice, because this is what will happen. You won't get sympathy. You won't get anything else, but you'll get this. And these police officers who won't really have sympathy for you. They'll just be doing their job or not doing their job. So don't be looking for sympathy from the police. If you've got demons, I would suggest sorting them out yourself, calmly. Never do it in public where the police get involved, because they'll make your demons a lot bigger. You know, because they are, to be honest, mate, a lot of them are mentally ill themselves. So, you know. Thanks for the likes, guys. I'm sure Joe Public was one of them. So yeah, so again, it might be, you might be getting released, possibly. Oh, so what happened? So Joe Public asked what happened. He was at the shop. So Joe Public, that van's gone now, the meat van, which is, and now he's just in the ambulance having a chat with the nurses. So you may have a bit more knowledge about the processes than me, Joe Public, because you know a lot about the police. I don't know whether it means he's going to let go or not, but I don't know. I mean, obviously you don't know. I mean, you've never been detained on a mental health act either, but I don't know if police always have to be the ones to take them, or the police can just go on the ambulance with them or not. I don't know. But anyway, so he could either be free to go in a minute, or it looks good for him so far in terms of his freedom, to be fair. The fact that the police wagon's gone where they keep the detainees. I'm gonna have to get my charger block out here, guys. To get my charger. I might even lock up my bike, actually, guys, just in case so yeah, it's getting interesting. So that's what happened, Joe. Nothing else. No cuffs or nothing like that. Just a bit of a thing. Trying to turn my light off. Yeah, so Joe Public's not sure of the process either. Yeah, so we'll find out. I'm now interested to see what's going to happen to this guy now. I'm just going to lock my bike up, guys. So that's why my camera's gone away a bit. I'll be back, fellas. I'm just putting that in the... I'll be back. I'm just locking my bike up, fellas. Bike's now locked up. Let me just check. Because I'm going to get my battery pack out. Because the battery, believe it or not, it's quite bad on this phone. So I'll just put my battery pack in. See what happens. Quite interesting to know what's going to happen now. Right, so that was his car. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to his car. Close this car. Right, so I've got the battery pack in now, fellas. Oh dear. So he went, oh God. But yeah, he was absolutely having a fit in here. Before I came and before I turned the camera on, he was crying and sobbing. I heard something about a girl or something leaving him and all this, right? And he was proper having a fit, like proper fit. Oh God, the girls are giving them a bit young for them, but again, police, they don't care about age. There's a lot of stories about, anyway, I'll be doing some stories about that at some point. Look up Terry Cook on YouTube. If ambulance crews say he's mentally normal, then police might say, okay, arrest under public order or something. So that's what Joe Public says. Do you know what? I agree with that. Public order's always their go-to, isn't it? If they've got nothing, they just say, oh, public order. Oh, the body cams are coming on again. I hear that noise, that body cam noise. So this girl just went over for a chat about something. Yeah. So it could be a case, you know, what, where the ambulance ladies just say, look, you know, what's happened, you know, blah, blah. And he says, oh, I'm just missing this girl, blah, blah, blah. And then they calm them down and then they may just let them go, like Joe Public says. But then again, the police, what will they do? And that's another question, isn't it? Like Joe Public say, they may say, well, you know, we're going to give you public order for that or whatever, or do something about the car. Maybe they found something wrong with the car. You know, I've known people who have been stopped by the police for something, and I actually know people who've been stopped for having an argument or something, and the police say, resolve it, and then they say, before you go, they have a check around their car and say, oh, something's wrong with your car, and then they get done for something with the car, you know. Joe Public UK says, the girl was probably asking why are the police late for their date. Yeah, do you know what? For you guys who think Joe is joking or something, he is joking, but there's an ounce of truth in that. There's a police constable in Hampshire Police that was named Terry Cook, and while he's a police officer, he was getting with lots of young ladies, unwillingly or willingly, but it doesn't matter, they were underaged. And that, check out Crime Bodger's video about it. They literally covered it up for a long time and everything. Unbelievable. I've been doing lots of stories on that soon. Disgusting. Steve Short says, welcome Steve Short. Hi from Newcastle upon a time. Wow, love the accent, eh? From Newcastle, Geordies, eh? Tough people, I'm sure, I think. This is obviously far away from Newcastle. This is Southampton, this is Hampshire. But I'm sure the police up in Newcastle are bad as well. I know they're terrible in Essex. Joe Public, I've watched his videos. So, yeah, it's interesting times. Okay, I hear something, the ambulance. Great place to drink, Steve Short says. What, Newcastle? Yeah, Newcastle. Actually, it's funny you said that. I used to know a guy who's obsessed with Newcastle. This is when I was 20. And he's always going to Newcastle to go clubbing, and he's always saying, oh, he'd go every weekend, he'd try to go to Newcastle. So he'd travel all the way to Newcastle on a Friday just to have a weekend in Newcastle. So it's such a good place to drink. What about the police, Steve Short? What are they like in Newcastle? Oh, God. Wow, he's got some hair and beard, hasn't he? Yeah. So they put him in a... Maybe this is the police car. All I saw before, not too bad. Okay, so Steve Short says that Newcastle police are not too bad. Okay. Maybe it's a northern thing. Maybe people in the north are just more less corrupt. I don't know. Which is probably true. I met people from Manchester and stuff. They seem a bit better, don't they?
Journalist.
Sorry, mate?
You're a journalist?
Nah, mate, no, just a normal guy.
You're just a pervert.
No, I'm not a pervert. It's no girls about, is it? Moron. Nah, it's on your head, mate. It's on your head, sicko. So it says I'm filming kids. There's no kids here. Just a retard, you know, I don't know. So... So Steve Short says we have some great pubs and restaurants. Yeah, Newcastle. Like, he went on and on about Newcastle all the time. It's like, Newcastle's amazing. I love Newcastle. And he always wanted to go out on night out to Newcastle. So he used to travel all the way on Friday just so he can spend the weekend in Newcastle. Yeah, so those guys are idiots. They just fucking... I don't know what the fuck their problem was. They're still whinging about it. Some people don't like the camera. Even non-police, they just don't. Joe Public UK says they are projecting when they say that, those men. Very true, yeah. Why is it that they always mention filming kids and stuff? There's no kids here at all, right? And they go on about filming kids. So obviously in their head, they're thinking, oh, I want to film kids, I want to film kids. Yep, I completely agree with that, Joe Public. I've noticed that. Guys who are obsessed with, like, paedophiles and stuff, and all that, they are paedophiles themselves. Steve Short says, I like York for a weekend. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, Southampton for a weekend, you know, it's decent enough, I guess. I mean, I don't really do that anymore. I'm in my 30s or whatever, but I think the north is probably the way to go. And you know, then you've got Newcastle and you've got Manchester. That Liverpool apparently they're brilliant nights out. Better than I think it is better in the south. I think cheaper as well, isn't it, for a night out? So. Steve Short says, I'm 68 but still go out to town. Wow, healthy 68-year-old then. Good on you. Obviously keeping your health up. Do you go just pubs or sometimes nightclubs? I mean, I don't think you do nightclubs, maybe, but maybe you do, I don't know. It's not, you know, why can't you, you know? If that's what you want to do. But good on you for still going out at that age. I mean, I know 68-year-olds, you don't want to get off the sofa. But the fact that you still go out and, yeah, pubs, well done, yeah. Go out, still live life. It's good, better than just sitting at home all day, isn't it? Oh, there you go. Lucky man. He's going home. They're going to take him home. So, there you go. He's going to get taken home. So no detainment under the Mental Health Act, but I think it was close. Steve Short says the pubs are open till 2 a.m. Bloody hell. In Southampton, they close at like 12. That's interesting. So why is that then? That's interesting. Must be a northern thing, I don't know. Joe Public, you probably saved that lad, Max. You know what? I could have, you know. Because it did look dodgy, didn't it, Joe? Like, it had the police wagon with the detainment thing at the back of it, and then they had this, and then the ambulance ladies obviously giving them the all clear. And you're good at protecting things, aren't you, Joe? So he's been all clear, it looks like, unless he starts going off again. But so far, people watching, it looks like he's basically going to get a lift back home with the oink oinks. So, you know, lucky him, because it could have been worse. He could have either been detained under something or the police cells for a night, and they're not comfortable. They are not comfortable. Joe Public, do you think I should, I don't know about the law, I mean, I'm not going to obstruct them, but do you reckon I should go nearer, or do you reckon they would use some law against me, because I'm not doing anything wrong? Joe Public UK say they'll probably just harass him at a later date. Well, I'll tell you what, if he does this again at a later date, if he has this hysteric fit as he did earlier on, it was something else, he will definitely get detained or something, I think. Because with the police, they know everything down. So he will have to now be on their computer system, even though he hasn't been arrested or fingerprinted, they'll have his... They probably asked him his name. Wouldn't risk it, mate, just stay there, okay. You're probably right, I don't want to give them an excuse to get something on me, but... Oh, it looks like he's going to be all right now. So he's going to have a lift home to the police. So if the police say there's somebody, again, this has never happened to me, but I know from, you know, I just know if the police say they're taking you home, that means you're free. You know, you're okay. They're just going to take you home. I think. Again, I've never had that. You know, who knows? Again, they may change their mind midway. I don't know if the police can do that. But it looks all right. It looks like he's just going to get a lift home, and that's the end of it. But it could have been a lot worse. They had the police van here, which has a detainment thing at the back, which is usually used to take them off to the cells. We had an ambulance here, which could have been to do with mental health, and it could have been even worse. He could have been detained under the Mental Health Act. So many things could have happened, but it looks like he's been lucky He's got a lucky star over him tonight, and he's getting a lift home by the police. A free lift home, which is much better than, obviously, and they've got all their body worn videos now turned off, which is a very good sign as well. That's another thing, they turned their body worn videos on. That's not usually a good sign. Well, he's turned the body cams on now. Okay, he's having a pee. I'll take it away. I'll give people their privacy. So he's having a pee. So Joe Public says if he stays chill, hopefully okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if he starts kicking off like he did before, they'll definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, 100% detain him or something, and that'll be it. He'll be off to the cells or the hospital. So he should definitely chill out. He's having a proper piss now. So I'm keeping the camera away, guys, for dignity's sake. But if you can hear it, he's making loud noises while he's pissing. So, and he's pissing all up on the wall, and the police have allowed the guy just to piss up on the wall. I don't know. I suppose. So it's not an offence if the police say you can piss up the wall. Let's put it that way. If I was pissing up on the wall and they were passing in the car, I would get a fine. But this guy. But if the police say you can do it, you can do it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You've got to love it, innit? God, that's quite a... So Joe Public says, long piss drink. Yeah. Well, what the hell was all that about? Yeah. So for all those who've just joined, the police said he could have a piss. Okay, the bus driver's complaining about a car that's annoyed him. So yeah, so that's an interesting thing, really. He obviously asked the police to go for a piss. The police said okay. He went over there and had a huge you see there, all the piss coming down? Had a huge piss over there. Now, if I was to have a piss and the police were to drive past, I would get a fine. But, so when the police say you can have a piss against the wall, you're allowed to have it. So there you go. So the police also have the power to say whether you can piss in the street or not, eh? Oh, he's coming out again, of the car again. He's going to have a chat. Let me know, the police officer says. So they're chatting. So Joe Public UK says, I've seen that a lot when police dealing with someone and people ask for directions. Yeah, I know, right? It's funny, isn't it? Whenever they're around there, people always have to ask them something. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, I've seen people, there's an incident going on or whatever, and a guy just comes along and asks a police officer for the time. You know, like the good old days, you know how people ask for directions, you're just like, oh, do you know the time? Maybe it's their way of trying to get a sneakier peek on the incident. Who knows? You never know, do you? A lot of people are scared of police, and a lot of people think, oh, I can't be near the police when they're in incident stuff. They don't realise the laws. You can be there unless there's a reason you can't, and they've called it off. But if they haven't called the scene off, you can stand near the scene. You can, you know. As long as they don't cordon it off, then you probably can't. Again, I don't know the laws. I've seen some auditors just... Well, no, they put the drone up, to be fair. That's different. So, yeah, it's nothing, guys. I'm thinking of getting a drone at some point. We'll try and catch a few... God, they're still chatting away. So, what's going to happen with this guy? I think he's still going to just get that lift home. Joe Public UK says, LOL, I asked a policewoman out a million mask march once while I was being pushed into the police line. That's funny, Joe. And what did she say? Google Chrome, interesting name, says, Joe Public, he's talking to you, Joe, not me. They showed me a photo of me. They showed me a photo of me at a fucking ring doorbell. Taking a photo. This fucker won't stop ringing outside. But one little line. So it looks like they're traffic cops, these guys. I mean, obviously traffic cops can attend, general instance as well as traffic. But yeah, it looks like that. From my experience, who's watching, traffic cops all police get funny about it, but traffic cops in particular seem to be funny about getting filmed. I don't know why. Maybe they've annoyed more people with the fines that they give out. I don't know, but I have noticed that they get There's a video on mine where, I don't know if you see that, but a traffic cop approaches me on the street, asks me for why I'm filming, and he just acts like a proper paranoid loon, It's a really funny video. It's called Police Freak on Street, I think. It's on my channel. And he was a traffic cop. And others as well, like they get very funny about filming more. I mean, all police are funny about it, but they just get a little bit more funny about it. I don't know why. It seems, But so there you go. So now the police officers are just chatting still to the ambulance lady. So they may be telling the ambulance, you can go now. We're going to take them home, blah, blah. But it looks good for him so far. It looks like they're just going to take him for a lift. And he got a free piss up on that wall, which usually you'd get a fine if you were caught doing that. So his night's been all right. Now, I'll tell you what, Joe Public can attest to this, but if they knew you were an auditor and you acted like that, you would definitely be going into the cells. Because they do not like auditors, and I know that for a fact. I was speaking to somebody, let's just say within the police, that I know, and nobody will know her, because obviously, and I shouldn't have just said that, but she tells me they hate us, auditors. They talk about us in the police station, and they can't stand us. And so that's another thing, guys. If you're known to the police in an annoying way, if they hate you, if they dislike you for whatever reason, they will never give you the kind of easy way out. They would always take you they'll always find something. If they could put something on you, they'll put it on you because they don't like you. If you're not known to them, they may say, we'll just let this guy off. We haven't got time. Joe Public UK says, yep, okay, I've got to go, unfortunately. Thanks for filming this. Yeah, GMP said they want to beat up Charlie Veach. Okay, he's talking to somebody else about the Charlie Veach thing. But okay, Joe, thanks for you too, for tuning in, mate, and liking. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Joe. It's been a while. I mean, I used to watch your videos back in the day. That's how I know you. Because I just watching YouTube videos. So take it easy. I might go there in a minute. I might go over there. I don't know. I'll see. But Joe Public thinks it's legally a bad idea, so maybe not. But. So police officer, just for those of us watching, they're saying, I trust you to him. So police have still got, it seems, a concern about his welfare, because they keep on saying, I trust you, but. Oh no. So he's now saying, if I just take you home, okay, he's gonna go home. Latest, mate. Yeah, latest, Joe Public. Take care, yeah? And I hope you sort that stuff out with the police. I mean, they've been lingering over you for far too long, mate. I hope they leave you alone now. It's about time, innit? Take care, man. Hopefully you sort it out. Okay, they got smiles now. So again, it looks like they're just going to take him home because the police seem jolly. They're talking to him calmly. They're mentioning home. So it looks like they're just going to take him home. And that'll be the end of it for him. He's very lucky. It could have ended differently. He could have been off to the cells or the funny farm, but he was just going to be taken home. To tell you not a funny story, but those who are watching, one time I was in a police station. I was arrested for stupid thing, illegal thing. I was released with no charge, and I think the one of the ladies was just being nice. One of the counter staff or whatever. She wasn't even the one who booked me or anything. She goes, "Oh, why don't you just give him a lift home now because he's been through all that and he's getting NFA'd." And the police turned to her and said, "No chance." So I was thrown out to go home on my own, which is fine because I would have declined it anyway because they're not my friends, these people. And but this guy's getting a nice home. He's going to be taken home. So yeah, I left the cells, walked home because it was a frosty night. It was really frosty, and the lady was just being nice. Said, "Look, I know, there's no reason for you to give him a lift home, but just it's frosty out there. He's been NFA'd." And he says, "No chance." And the look they gave, like, "No, it's not him." Like, oh god. So yeah, I was all night, well, nearly all night in custody on that one. Released, no further action. And I sued them for that. Awful. They just arrested me for basically nothing because I refused to give details I didn't have to give. And they arrested me. And they do that sometimes. The police, if they get annoyed with you, they decide to arrest you. Basically make something up and arrest you. Not very nice. But they're corrupt, aren't they? He's now saying sorry mate, and stuff like that. So he's saying sorry now. He's saying sorry to the police. Don't know what he's sorry about. I mean, that's their job, And they're just having a chat. He's saying... Okay. Oh God, why did he say that? So he just said something about, "I don't want to hurt either him or someone." You don't say that. You should just be quiet. You'll get a lift home and that's it. But he has to say stupid things, doesn't he? Oh well. They can arrest you for a lot less. I've been arrested for literally nothing in the past. They've all got their body-worn cameras on. They probably haven't informed them, as they usually don't. They're supposed to. It's in their policy that you're supposed to inform people that you're video recording, but they don't usually bother with that. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, he's acting up again. Oh, come on, just sit in the van, be quiet. Oh no, oh no. Oh dear. Okay. That's not good. Oh, he's just upset about something. I don't know. I'm just hoping he's just very upset about something. I just hope he's all right. He's just.
Are they the driver of the vehicle?
No. I think he is. He's just he says some woman's left him. He's very upset about it. And hopefully the police treat him well.
Someone's left the vehicle.
No, it's his. He's just at the back crying because some lady left him and he's angry about it. So hopefully he's.
Oh, okay. I feel like I'm already. Yeah, this is already here. I'm just making the burn.
So it's just I didn't want to turn the camera on them, but two ladies were just asking so he was crying, which is terrible because he's now crying again and he's making a scene again. And like they offered to let the guy to drive him home, and then he's done all this again, and now they want to check his bag and stuff. He could potentially be arrested. Okay, he's been arrested. Okay, that's it then. Oh dear. What? That's weird. Okay, he's now under arrest for robbery. So he's crying about a girl earlier on, and now so he maybe stolen something. Okay, I don't know what's going on. He's arrested, fellas. That's it. So you didn't get that lift home after. He's now arrested. Very strange. Very strange. Oh dear. He should have just shut up. What an idiot. Oh dear. Uh-oh. It's Lewis, man. He says, Lewis, man. He says. That's going to make him feel more at home, isn't it? Oh dear. Silly man. He, basically, they were going to drive him home, and that's going to be the end of it. And then he started crying again and stuff. And then they searched his bag. I'm not walking anywhere near you, so shush. Yeah, so he's saying I was walking towards him. I'm nowhere near him. Look, I'm on there. Oh my God. That's a shame, isn't it? That's an unfortunate thing. Oh, Stephen, what have you done, mate? So they were gonna just drive him home, and he started getting back to his original behaviour, which is like hysterically crying. And now he's got arrested. So they then wanted to check his bag, and then they found something, and they charged him with robbery. But before I got here, all he was doing was crying about a girl that had left him, and he was hysterically crying. And then so he's got handcuffed from behind, so that means they think he's a threat, potentially. So for you who don't know the law in this country, it's, believe it or not, it's not like America, they don't have to automatically put the cuffs on you. So you could actually go to a police station arrested without no cuffs, potentially. But, so in the front, if they cuff you to the front, that means you've been arrested for something quite serious, but you're not aggressive. If they cuff you from behind, that means they believe you could be quite aggressive. For whatever reason, that's what they believe. Whether it's what they're arresting you for or how you're behaving. So it's been cuffed from behind. And the way they did it was quite skilled, because they pretending they just put your hands behind your back a minute. They didn't say you're arrested. They said just put your hands behind your back a minute. And when he did it, they then put the cuffs on him. And he's now away to the station, or maybe the ambulance again, mental health. No, they charge him with robbery, so no, he won't be. It's not a mental health act thing. He's away. Unless, I mean, they can de-arrest. They can de-arrest. He may be de-arrested, potentially, but I don't think so. Yeah, so they're looking for his bag in. Oh, God. Police officer saying, once you get some sleep, we're going to talk to you. So yeah, he's definitely going to the station. So they're saying to him, once you get some sleep, we'll talk about it. So what he's basically saying is, you're coming to the cells. So this is translation. He's saying, you're coming to the cells with us. You're staying the night, and we're going to interview you under caution tomorrow. Because if you get arrested at this time of night, it's now 12:14. You can't get a lawyer at that time, so you have to stay, no matter what you've done, even if it's something little. You have to wait till the morning. And they're not comfortable, those beds in there, by the way, and it's not a comfortable place to be overnight. But to be honest, this guy asked for it. He had the opportunity for a lift home by the police, and then he started crying and saying things like saying, I'm going to hurt somebody, this, that, saying things. I think I heard. Then that led him to wanting to look into his bag, and then he was arrested for robbery. So that's that. Okay, they know him. So they're saying, is he okay, Sam? They know his name, so they know him. Those two girls over there, those two ladies, they know Sam. God bless you all, the lady says. I'm sure that extends to you guys watching too. This guy's someone else. So he's now saying to him, do you like hot chocolate? So they've got to serve him hot chocolate in the sales, I guess. I'll tell you something now. Maybe it's just me, but when you're in the sales, it's not a given, I'll tell you that. You know, if you ask for a drink or some food in the sales, depending, I mean, they could just say, and they usually do, they just say, sorry, we're busy. We've got nobody to bring it to you. So, you know, but I think that's the last thing on his mind at the moment. It's having a hot chocolate, isn't it? You know, if you've been arrested for like robbery and you're going to the cells all night, I don't think a hot chocolate's gonna do much, is it? He needs a lawyer, and a good lawyer, because he's ran his mouth a lot, I think. That's what he needs, a very good lawyer, not a hot chocolate. But that's the police for you, isn't it? They're just a bit dopey, aren't they? Trying to comfort him, I guess. He's now in a state now again. Ironic, isn't it? Because me and Joe were talking earlier, the guy who comments on this live stream, how things can go to worse at the end for the police than they usually do, and it's true, isn't it? I mean, look, he's now arrested in cuffs, predictably, you know. Oh well. Right, guys, I'm going to start this stream up again because I'm kind of worried that this is going to kind of disappear, you know. So I'm going to restart it again, alright, just in case the time runs out. But I'll be back, so please come back, yes? Right, look out for another live that's going to come up very shortly.